Hey, Coach Jan here. I have a concept I want to share, but before I share the concept, I want to let you guys know that you're going to be seeing for the next several weeks, if not month or so, a bunch of videos, but these videos are my back catalog that I just want to get out there and you know, just have them out there. Any video I post that there might be, let's say, short clips of a push hands moment, etc. If you read the description, you're going to see a deeper analyzation. And so there's always thought behind all of the content that you see on my channel. That being said, I want to spend more time on deeper dives into techniques and with a greater sense of camera work and editing that'll just give you that much more value and make these videos that much more rewatchable. So that being said, this will be one of my last videos that I'm just posting that I'm making on the fly like this. So that being said, I want to show you this one technique. This technique, more specifically, there are variations, and I want to show you the different values of them, or bring to light a few values that may have, before I learned the differentiation, I thought one was better than the other, and they're not. It's just that there's a time and place for everything. So I'm going to show you this in the Wu form, the Wu style form. So here we have bird's tail. So bird's tail in the Wu style form, right here. And I'm not doing this in my ultra Tai Chi, soft breathing moment, but what I'm getting at is that just look at the body mechanic here. I'm dropping the hip, turning the waist, and exhaling, shifting from the back foot into the front, 70% of the way into the front. So just look at that motion. I'm gonna do it from the front here. This applies to all styles. So watch, just that motion. If I were to draw a line, my hips are going down and then coming around, curving. They're coming around, curving. Now I wanna show you the variant. The variation here is dropping down, shifting forward, and then spinning out. So notice that I didn't spin out during the shift. I shifted and then I spun out. Those are two very different techniques with two very different applications of moving an opponent's body. When I was first training Wu style, and I got the variations from William C.C. Chen's Yang style, I found it in other Yang style forms as well. These big shifts as you go, the big turns as you shift from back leg to front leg. So the difference between doing that shift and loading first before the shift means a great difference in how you can manipulate the weight of an opponent. I have found that when I do the big shifts the big turns while shifting my weight like this, once again, the bird's tail, big shifts while turning the weight, that's great for dragging opponents with big sweeping motions. Like if I want to just whip somebody down, it's really, really wonderful, really fantastic. Very different than me inserting myself and claiming their space before the big turn happens. Meaning that if I were to claim their space, get in, let's say the opponent's right here, and I shift my weight in first, which I do all the time in push hands, and then I turn the weight, the centrifugal force tighter, greater centrifugal force on that. So it's not as wide as a turn, it's a sharper turn. You might see the mechanic I just did, this sharper turn, insert sharp turn. You might see that in Greco-Roman wrestling with the upper body throws. You might see it in Taiwanese style push hands where they'll come with the thigh and lift you over the thigh and turn you and drop you on the ground, which is very different than the finesse technique of the timing and dropping the person down. I digress. So I'm just sharing this concept for you because in your Tai Chi forms, you should play with this. Experiment. No matter what I say, no matter what anyone else says, it's really going to be your experience that helps you find the optimized mechanic for your personal way of doing Tai Chi. And if you are a grappler or a competitive Tai Chi push hands player, etc., for your personal unique strategy. And again, as I said before, one of these is not better than the other. It just depends on when you use it, what scenario. So, and I'll dive deeper in another video on what the scenarios are. But once again, just to review, I'm using bird's tail as an example, but you'll find many examples in your Tai Chi form. This is Wu style bird's tail. I'm dropping down, shifting forward and turning the waist as I go forward. Once again, shifting, turning the waist as I go forward, turning the hips, etc. Hips and waist are different powers, always remember that. So, this is the load version. Dropping down, load, shifted weight fully, and then spin out. Two different versions. Something to think about in your form, something to experiment with, and feel free to ask questions on this because without a partner here, there's some stuff I just can't show. But I want you to think about this for your personal biomechanic because it should come in your forms before it goes into your partners, into your partner work. Love you. And new, videos coming daily, and then it'll be a whole new crop, a whole new style of videos. Love you.